put an end to everything. Nothing like this has ever been heard on the courtroom walls. The Lil Scrap trial just exploded into the most amazing courtroom ambush reality TV has ever seen, along with an awful carnival of secrets and betrayal. Everyone refers to Stevie J as the king of chaos. Just dropped a bombshell of nuclear proportions that left Bambi. The judge and Lil Scrappy are utterly silent. According to inside sources, was it retaliation, sabotage, or Stevie J's final move to burn his rivals alive and escape unscathed? Not only was Bambi's deepest secret made public, but it was also used as a weapon in real time in front of startled spectators and rolling cameras. Scrappy was really taken by surprise. Bambi froze in fright. The complete chaos in the courtroom. Could Stevie J have killed his career or pulled off the most audacious of the decade? What does this imply for the precarious empire of Bambi and Lil Scrappy, VH1 execs, scurrying attorneys, and fans going crazy? Insider leaks are available to us. The covert backroom transactions and the treachery that nobody anticipated. Don't even blink. This controversy isn't a complete bust. There is a complete derailment. Prepare yourself. The horror is only getting started. The way the Atlanta sky was illuminated by flashing lights outside the courtroom resembled a scene from a high-profile thriller. Reporters thrust microphones into people's astonished faces. From behind barriers, fans yelled. Additionally, there is quiet in courtroom 12B. There was a long, unsettling pause before Stevie J took the witness stand and permanently altered the course of events. This was not expected to occur. The Lil Scrap versus Stevie J trial was already chaotic. Claims of private footage being released and emotional pain due to slander. Everyone believed that the drama had reached its climax, but today was set to permanently alter the laws governing romantic relationships and hip-hop court controversies. Let's go back a moment. The whole issue started months prior, when a very private and delicate video of Bambi was inexplicably posted online. Screenshots, videos, and unique audio were posted on gossip blogs. Deep dives into conspiracy theories on TikTok and Reddit communities overnight. The internet had taken off. Fans accused Stevie J and Bambi, and Stevie J Lil Scrappy said he would take care of it. Then the legal nightmare arrived. Scrappy took Stevie J to court, claiming that he was the mastermind behind the betrayal and requesting compensation for the humiliation Bambi endured in public. However, everyone familiar with Stevie J knows that he doesn't just play defense, he attacks. All of the seats in the courtroom were occupied. Some VH1 producers had even crept into the back seat and whispered, "We have ratings gold if it gets ugly." As Stevie J strode about in sunglasses, unconcerned, the atmosphere was electrifying. Bambi sat with her legal team, her visage obscured by sunglasses that showed signs of tension. Scrappy's jaw tensed, and his knuckles turned white as he looked straight ahead. The testimony began simply. Attorneys reviewed the video leak timeline. Tech specialists provided testimony on the distribution of the film. The legal team for Stevie J denied any participation, asserting that Stevie was unaware of the leak. Everyone anticipated that this technical matter would be dull. They were mistaken. When Stevie J's team said, "We will be presenting evidence to refute these defamatory claims and to prove Bambi herself is hiding explosive information from this court," everyone was taken aback. The gallery let forth a gasp. Even the judge, a tough woman who is renowned for keeping famous people in line, arched her brows and repositioned her spectacles. To his lawyer, Lil Scrappy said, "What the hell is he talking about?" The judge gave it permission. "Mr. Jordan, proceed." Stevie J took off his sunglasses, grinned, and said the words that would start the largest judicial dispute in hip-hop and romantic history. "Your Honor, because they wish to discredit me, allow me to reveal Bambi's true identity to the world." Boom, a moment of mic drop. The bafe abruptly whirled in front of a big screen. A sealed manila envelope bearing the designation Bambi Confidential Communications was prepared by Stevie's attorney. According to later insider reports, Stevie's legal team even pleaded with him not to do so. citing the possibility of defamation countersuits, network bans, and litigation. According to reports, Stevie J told them, "I don't care. I'll give them more if they want it." The magistrate issued a severe warning. "You'd best be aware of your actions." "Mr. Jordan," Stevie gave a nod. Leaning into the microphone, he declared coolly, "The world has been duped. The information we're going to provide demonstrates that Bambi is not the helpless victim she is pretending to be. Rather, she has been acting as risky double game going on behind the scenes." The courtroom became quiet. A producer of Hip Hop and One Love muttered into her phone, "We've got a season finale right here." The video began to play. According to reports, Bambi froze when the screen came up. Scrappy's eyes narrowed in amazement, visibly tensed. Although the video wasn't graphic, it did include text messages, audio files, and purported screenshots that purportedly revealed backdoor manipulation, covert transactions, and secret talks involving Bambi and well-known producers. Bambi was accused of working with network insiders to plan the leak incident herself in an effort to win over fans, embarrass Stevie J, and secure her own narrative and contract renewal. Amidst the astonished murmurs, Stevie J's voice broke through. "They set me up, and I didn't spill anything." The judge instantly halted the video. "This is quite irregular, counsel. Are these confirmed attorneys for Steve J?" Coolly answered, "We are prepared with expert testimony." The supporters outside the courthouse were ecstatic. Twitter was ablaze. Dr. Bambi's setup. In just a few minutes, Stevie became a global sensation. Bambi's attorney in the courtroom urged that the evidence be excluded. Character assassination is what this is. Someone is ambushing my customer. An urgent recess was mandated by the judge. Reporters dashed to the corridor to present reports on breaking news. Stevie J completely reverses the case. Bambi is said to have staged her own victimization. Lil Scrappy was taken aback by the court surprise. Lil Scrappy was noticeably shaken when he entered the stand when the court reopened. He made a brief but terrifying comment. "I adore my wife, but I didn't anticipate this. I don't even know who I married anymore if what Stevie stated is accurate." The gallery was packed with gasps as Bambi sat glumly behind huge sunglasses. While the court called for order, her team frantically murmured. TMZ cameras saw Bambi hurrying out a side exit as the court recessed for the day, refusing to respond to any inquiries. Minutes after Scrappy departed, Stevie J by himself strode past the throng with assurance, pausing only to grin and utter, "I told y'all, don't play with me." However, this wasn't the end, not by any means. The following morning, the whole Love and Hip Hop community, including fans and bloggers, anxiously anticipated the next turn of events. According to a leak from an unnamed insider, more shocking proof was on the horizon. What Stevie had left was the internet was preparing to leave his spouse on national television. There was hardly any time for the world to regain its breath. Social media was on fire as Atlanta's morning dawned. There were several conspiracy breakdowns on TikTok. YouTubers hurried to post in-depth one-hour videos headlined, "Did Bambi set Stevie J up?" Reddit posts received thousands of comments. It was also covered by worldwide media. CNN hinted about it. The Shade Room took center stage. The turmoil that was developing back inside courtroom 12B was far worse than the trial that TMZ called the trial of the decade in its reality TV edition. The building was crowded with reporters as the second day of hearing got underway. Fans held placards that said, "Free Stevie and Bambi exposed," and lines were drawn around the block. Others came only to observe the course of history. Oh, it did. When the morning session started, Bambi's legal team angrily demanded that she be fired. But the judge, obviously intrigued by the bombshell allegations, denied the motion, her attorney said. But the evidence presented yesterday was speculative, illegally obtained, and intended only to degrade and mislead this court. With repeated gasps, "We will proceed." With confidence, Stevie J crossed his arms. Bambi's expression was inscrutable as she sat transfixed. The following twist then appeared. Two unnamed insider witnesses from VH1 production were contacted by Stevie J's team. When the courthouse doors opened, two blurred-out individuals with big hoodies and black sunglasses entered. The court became quiet. The first nuke was dropped by the court-disguised insider voice. Someone from Bambi's crew approached me and claimed that the network required a major event to boost viewership. They asked me to contribute to the dramatization. The second unnamed person attested to the fact that, yes, there were discussions about planting leaks. It was intended to incriminate Stevie J and elicit pity for the plot of Bambi. The courtroom erupted in murmurs and astonished gasps. To recover control, the judge had to strike her gavel 5 times. Lil Scrappy stared at Bambi in shock, looking pale. The lawyer for Stevie J grinned as if he knew checkmate was close. This was never about justice or honor. It has to do with ratings. Meanwhile, photographers flocked to the courthouse door outside. Former cast members shared mysterious responses on social media. Joseline Hernandez shared a story on Instagram. Since day one, Bambi has been phony. You guys are now seeing it. Karma in the dark. Stevie has been messy, but this damn I'm speechless, Mimi Foose tweeted. Carly Red even went live. I warned you that there were snakes working behind the scenes. Whoa, the internet went crazy. However, things were about to become significantly worse inside the courtroom. The second surprise of the day was revealed by Stevie J's crew. They allegedly aired audio recordings of Bambi's squad debating strategies. The video rolled. The video is leaked just prior to the season. Boom supporters unite behind Bambi. We changed Stevie's story. Immediate compassion. The judge almost toppled over in her seat. With her face buried in her hands, Bambi shaking his head, Scrappy said, "No, no way." When the judge declared an emergency recess, the courtroom erupted in disorder. Atlanta's streets appeared to be the scene of a reality TV fan convention outside. People set up foldable chairs and camped out, cell phones and munchies, while watching live streaming like wildfire. Memes spread. The genius, Bambi. The king who escaped the queen's trap was Stevie J. The strain was intolerable. When play restarted, Bambi's team retaliated. Their lawyer yelled, "Now suddenly we're supposed to believe he's the victim? Please." They claimed that Stevie J had started a personal vendetta out of jealousy and ego. This is the same man who cheated, lied, and fought his way across TV screens for years, she said. The court acknowledged the counter-arguments, but issued a warning saying, "There will be severe consequences if any more evidence surfaces to support these claims." Then, in a surprise that nobody saw coming, the judge paused before nodding when Lil Scrappy asked to speak, and Scrappy got up gradually. He approached the stand, took off his sunglasses, and addressed the crowded courtroom directly. "If someone truly played me, framed my family, and used me as a pawn for TV ratings, then yes, I deserve the truth, and the fans deserve it too. I have been faithful to my wife and believed in her, but now I'm not sure what to believe. I didn't want to come here today." Dead silence. For the second time that day, the judge adjourned the court, and the fans erupted. More theories were posted on social media. Some claimed that Stevie J had fabricated everything, while others maintained that Bambi was ruined and would never be able to rebuild her image. Meanwhile, a startling public declaration was made by Love and Hip Hop producers. "We had no involvement or knowledge of any private video leak or conversations regarding planned drama for ratings." Insiders claimed that VH1 was having emergency meetings behind closed doors, despite the fact that these reports are untrue and detrimental to our brand. According to reports, the term lawsuit was used at least 12 times in one afternoon. Stevie J, he flashed a peace sign as he left the courthouse that day, beaming from ear to ear. He teased the cameras, but you haven't even seen the good stuff yet. Bambi. She disappeared. According to sources, she used a false identity to check into a private hotel. No images, no words, just tenacious radio silence. He left by himself with a sweatshirt pulled down over his face. Screenshots purporting to show Bambi contacting an unidentified producer were all over gossip blogs the next morning. Inform them that I'm finished and that I can no longer do this. The fans were divided. Others pronounced her canceled, while others pleaded for her to return and fight Queen. She performed for everyone. Goodbye. After everything was said and done, the judge made a final ruling. Final closing arguments will be heard tomorrow, and a decision on whether this case is dismissed completely or goes to trial will be made. The entire globe eagerly awaited. Was there a miscommunication? Was Stevie J the target of a nefarious plot? Was Bambi the mastermind behind the greatest romance and hip-hop scandal in history? Or was this all just more staged chaos in the most bizarre reality TV courtroom drama ever? The answers were expected tomorrow. Before daybreak, reporters, influencers, ardent supporters, and even members of the Love and Hip Hop cast crammed themselves onto the courtroom steps, enduring the Atlanta heat to get a front-row seat to history. Everybody had a single query. Would the judge dismiss the case, or would this train wreck in Courtroom 12B go down as the most scandalous reality TV trial ever? There was a tight, electrifying vibe. Lil Scrappy sat by herself at the plaintiff's table, hooded, and her eyes were fixed on the floor when Bambi arrived with her legal team and security. Her face was very cold behind huge sunglasses. Stevie J smirked at the cameras as the judge summoned everyone to the chamber. Now, we'll hear closing arguments. Bambi's lawyer was the first to stand. This is a carnival run by a well-known manipulator, not a courtroom. She pointed straight at Stevie J. The alleged proof that the witnesses had falsified paid off. Nothing at all. Yet Stevie J persisted in her attempt to paint Bambi as the genuine victim in her most recent reality TV stunt. My client has suffered from public humiliation, character assassination, and a malicious smear campaign aimed at boosting ratings at the expense of her career and mental health. There was silence in the courtroom while Bambi dabbed at a tear. The fireworks then appeared. The attorney for Stevie J got up, moved slowly to the middle, and turned to face the jury box. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about the truth, not television. My client has been wrongfully portrayed as the antagonist in a play that he did not compose. The contrived pandemonium is leaked. The proof clearly identifies the person who pulled the strings. The defense then unexpectedly revealed a third bombshell. A recently discovered audio clip purportedly shows Bambi and her manager chit-chatting about ideas to release her intimate footage in order to advance her plot before contract talks. Just before the season begins, leak it. According to the audio, Bambi's voice remarked, "It'll have the whole internet begging for me to stay." The courtroom blew up. Hearing gasps, reporters hurried out to report the story in real time. Bambi's legal team raised objections right away, arguing that the footage was doctored and not admissible. The harm had already been done, but the judge consented to examine its legitimacy later. With a horrified expression on his face, Scrappy said to his lawyer, "I'm done, man." Only 3 words. The court retreated once more. Social media outside of it completely collapsed. The Bambi Leakgate became the most popular issue on the planet. Memes, parody reenactments, and analysis videos took over TikTok. The Shade Room shared side-by-side footage of Stevie J's arrogant stroll to his car and Bambi's tearful departure. But it ended as swiftly as it started. After returning and glancing over her spectacles at the crowded gallery, the judge rendered her decision. Serious legal issues and doubts about both sides' reliability have been brought up by the evidence. The dismissal request is turned down. A complete trial will be held in this matter. Stevie J grinned broadly. Bambi's squad seems to have lost. Without a word, Scrappy just stood up and walked out of the courtroom. The entertainment industry went crazy. CNN breaking news. In a landmark court ruling, the Love and Hip Hop trial continues. TMZ Stevie J versus Bambi. The worst reality courtroom battle in television history has become even worse. the LHH producer Mona Scott Young made a mysterious Instagram post. Was more than simply a nasty reality TV feud, but sometimes the program writes itself. The repercussions were swift and severe. Overnight, Bambi's sponsorship agreements disappeared. She was fired as a brand ambassador by a major fashion shop. A beauty line called off their planned joint venture. There were rumors that VH1 had covertly started removing her from upcoming plots. Meanwhile, Stevie J unintentionally turned into an anti-hero. His social media was inundated with conflicting responses from fans. Even though Stevie is still a villain, this time he ate, darn him. Team Stevie is the Joker of reality TV, and I'm living for it. I can't believe I'm saying this. Former co-stars joined the commotion. Jocelyn Hernandez informed everyone that the girl was not real. I've recently, like Erica Dixon, Mimi Foost is enjoying popcorn while witnessing all of this. Karma acts quickly, even if I don't approve of any of this garbage. The public was analyzing and fixated on every frame of the trial transcript and released film. Bambi became very black. No postings, no declarations, and no appearances. Within days, Scrappy filed for a formal separation. According to many close to him, he simply wants to leave. He no longer cares about the show, since he feels deceived on all fronts. In the meanwhile, Stevie J made his most ridiculous interview ever on The Breakfast Club, when he said the now famous quote, "They tried to end me, but I'm still standing, unbothered and untouchable." VH1 headquarters was rocked by the repercussions. Attorneys rushed. According to insiders, the network was afraid of legal repercussions. Sponsors threatened to remove their advertisements. Overnight, whole season arcs were scrapped and redone, but the confusion only served to increase fan fervor. The tapes you all heard aren't even the worst ones, as Stevie J hinted in a mysterious tweet. Keep an eye out. There was a flurry of conjecture on Twitter. Would VH1 dare to air any of this? Was there any more damning material? Could Bambi withstand another bombshell? 3 months after the trial date was scheduled, the network promptly announced an emergency reunion special. Hip Hop and Love, the Fallout Live edition of the courtroom scandal. The teaser advertisement almost failed. The internet images show Stevie J is grinning beneath the courtroom lights as Scrappy leaves the courtroom. Bambi silently exiting the structure. The automated voice roared, "You are aware of the leaks. Watch now as the truth blows up." Hip Hop and Love. The live blogging of the Fallout fan pages, podcasts, and YouTubers started creating timelines, theory charts, and outrageous forecasts. Would VH1 even make it through this PR catastrophe? The drama had reached the pinnacle of spectacle. Could Bambi sue? Would Scrappy take her back? Was Stevie bluffing with additional tapes? A controversy that began in the background of reality TV and was blown up by social media-fueled leaks is now turning into the decade's most unpredictable celebrity courtroom catastrophe. I don't know how this ends, but I know I'm not going down without a fight. The last terrifying message, purportedly received from Bambi by a buddy, was leaked by an unidentified source while everyone was waiting. The screen then abruptly turns dark to continue, and there you have it. The messiest, most unexpected, and craziest courtroom controversy reality TV has ever attempted to produce. From startling audio leaks to revealed backroom operations, from Bambi disappearing into quiet to Lil Scrappy, leaving in awe of the treachery to Stevie J idly leaving as the final guy remaining. The entire world of hip hop and love has been turned upside down by this trial. However, the most important issue still stands. Is Stevie J playing his dirtiest game yet by setting up a complex trap to permanently ruin Bambi and Lil Scrappy? Or do you think Bambi actually orchestrated this whole catastrophe to frame him and win over the public? Was Lil Scrappy blindsided by the person he trusted the most? Or was he an innocent pawn trapped between two skilled manipulators? When the cameras roll again, and let's not forget VH1, will we see another unexpected reunion twist? Or is this really the end of their marriage? Will the network have the guts to broadcast the next dramatic chapter of the trial? We want to know if the legal threats will ultimately put an end to this illegal circus, or if they will only encourage even more outrageous ratings. Post your most outrageous hypotheses, hot takes, and fan conspiracies in the comments section right now. Are you a member of the Stevie, Bambi, or Scrappy teams? In the history of reality TV, this is the most poisonous triangle. Don't just observe the mayhem as it happens. Participate in it. If you have been following every crazy twist since day one, hit the like button. Give your messiest buddy who thrives on drama this video. Trust us, so please subscribe to the channel and enable alerts. We'll be the first to provide you with all the shocking details of the upcoming celebrity courtroom expose. Keep watching, keep dirty, and stay tuned.